paths you choose, you are now armed with highly specific knowledge and competence for handling various legal transactions, determining the sufficiency of documentation, filings, applications, and submissions to various government agencies and courts of the Philippines. In most cases, you will be the frontliners in these transactions. As paralegals, you are now looked upon as persons trained in subsidiary legal matters or auxiliary aspects of the law. You have become, and I truly believe in this, become indispensable partners of the lawyers in the practice of their profession, either as problem spotters, like you're able to check the correctness and completeness of documents and applications, or as problem solvers, able to provide law-based solutions to common problems in various transactions. In the course of your work as paralegals, you may be faced with ethical dilemmas, such as to just fix things up, do a shortcut in order to avoid the long and winding course of the law. Let me share to you, I highly respect and support the paralegals because I worked in two law firms, Castillo Lamantan and Pantaleon Law Offices, and Romulo Mabanta, Benaventura, and Sargent Los Angeles, and even in the PricewaterhouseCoopers. The paralegals are indeed indispensable to the practice of law. In fact, a number of lawyers in some big firms, because they are just comfortably seated in the confines of the air-conditioned rooms, they consult the paralegals as to, magkano ba ang filing fee dito pag ililipat natin itong titulo? O pag ikakansela na ito? So actually, you are very, very critical and you are an important part of the practice of the legal profession. Now, when I decided to go into my own practice, I went through the process, or I experienced the work of a paralegal. Imagine, for example, lining up in the office of the Bureau of Customs to pay something, and then you will experience the corruption and the bribery. I was first in the line, pero dahil ang dala-dala ko cheque, inuuna yung mga nagpabarya ng mga pera kasi bawat submission ng papel, may dinadrop na kung ano-anong pera dun sa, they call that the drawer treatment or drawing board treatment. On another occasion, working on the issuance of the tax declaration of a client. So, ito, solo practice ako, wala akong paralegal, wala akong nautusan. Ako mismo, from the start, the filing, and the filling up, and the follow-up, I do it myself. Then you will encounter really, as I said, ethical dilemmas where some officers in the local government units will try to strike an arrangement with you. O ganito na, gawin na lang natin. Pwede natin babaan ang market value para mababa ang babayarang real property tax, pero may kapalit. So this is what I'm saying about in the course of your work, you can encounter ethical dilemmas. Such as, para shortcut, sige, bayaran mo na lang para hindi na tayo tumagal. Which, I said, please, do not become fixers in the negative sense that Filipinos use the word. Do not let yourself be involved in shady dealings. Shady kasi hindi bawal, pero hindi rin tama, ethically. The gray areas. It's a fine line and a slippery slope, and you must learn to distinguish these gray areas and keep yourself and your clients and or employers away from legal danger. It sounds burdensome, no? But remember, Francis Bacon, an English philosopher and statesman who served as Attorney General and Lord Chancellor of England, said, knowledge is power. And you have acquired that knowledge, which gives you a certain amount of power. Even in the movie Spider-Man, Uncle Ben said, with great power comes great responsibility. And this is true as paralegals. Together with that knowledge and competence you have gained, you have also accepted and shouldered the responsibility of acting legally, ethically, and always with integrity in all your transactions. Don't be afraid of this responsibility. Instead, be glad, be brave, and be proud that you are helping in the administration of justice in this country. Now that you are all part of this community of paralegals, namely the Paralegal Training Program Alumni Association, Inc., you are also contributing to the professionalization of paralegals in the country. From trainees, you can also become mentors to those who will come after you. And I really applaud and congratulate the officers for pushing the passage or working currently on the passage of the first paralegal bill in this country. Remember, all things you do can lead to change. You can be mentors for other people by doing good and honest work, which can be seen by all the parties you transact with or come in contact with. Do good and honest work constantly, and it will become your reputation. A reputation speaks for itself. Some people will be inspired by you and your reputation for good work. That inspiration can lead to change. Believe in and live the values of competence and integrity. Continue to learn from one another, with each other, share your knowledge, and together you can all contribute to raising the competence and professionalization of your community of paralegals. And above all else, be strong in your pursuit of the truth and remain unblemished to preserve your integrity. Congratulations to you all. God bless us.